Hi there. All right, guys, I have 7:45, so we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys, I'm just verifying. I'm going to verify again. Yeah, the recording's going, so that's good. Yay. This is Director Bound Week 6, so yay. Clap, give yourselves a clap, a pat on the back. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amanda Krogman. I'm an advanced director in Iowa. I also normally have a voice, but apparently today I do not. So bear with me there. So, this is the last, you guys. So I'm so proud of you that are on here and those of you who are listening to the recording, because it's a hard time of year to keep that commitment going, and you have all done it. So I'm very, very, very happy with that. So, but for the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about building a team. And this week, we're going to talk about how to get those new consultants off to a strong start. Have any of you on here signed someone in the last couple weeks? No? Okay. Well, hopefully some on the recording have. Hold on, I got to familiarize myself with these slides quick. Somewhere down here. There we go. Oh, no. Hold on. I got to go back now. Okay. Sorry. Did anybody do an opportunity chat last week at all with anybody? Did anybody have any leads or anything? You're all on silent. So if anybody has something they want to share, unmute yourself and share. It's hard for me to see you all at once. But we asked you to make a list of 10 or more potential recruits. Did anybody get that done? That's kind of hard. Did anybody come up with a full 10? Anybody get 5? Okay. So, did anybody do an opportunity chat, though, with a friend of theirs? Yes, no, maybe. I mean, you can ask your best friend, hey, I need to practice this. Tell it something that becomes familiar with you. And then who will have 8 shows submitted this month? Anybody working towards that 8 shows or 6 shows even? 8 will make you great. Has anybody got their January calendar where they would like it?
I have 6 shows for this month, but no, my January calendar's nowhere near where I want it.
Okay, awesome. And who was that sharing?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Oh, there we go. I can't see you all at once. That's awesome. Good. That's great. And you just got to focus on January now when you got to move on. January is the best month to have a show, you guys. It's double free. People have money to spend after Christmas, and they just can't wait. So you guys will get there. I know you will, as long as you keep focused. You guys have made it this far, so I know that you'll get there. Okay. How about tracking your leads? How's that going for you guys? Does everyone have a nice system in place where they're putting their booking leads and their recruiting leads? Is this a place that any of you struggle? If it's something that you struggle with, stay on after the call and I'll help you, or reach out to your director. Many people do it many different ways, and eventually you find the way that works for you. But it should be something that you're just adding to, because even though they might be a lead right now, maybe they won't sign for almost a year, you know? There's lots of things to do. Sorry, I kind of get off onto a different thing. So how about your homework? Is there any great ideas that you got from the Make It a Growing Team, you guys? Anybody have an aha moment from that?
Amanda, this is Jimmy, and I think my aha moment was the part where they were talking about when you're painting a picture of the business and you're marketing it, to make sure you're telling them how it fits into their life opposed to how it fits in your life.
Awesome. Yes, that's key, because your life might be very, very different than theirs, and so they need to picture themselves into it. And so that is like the number one takeaway. So I couldn't have asked you to answer that any better. That was great. Anybody else have something? Okay, we're going to keep moving on then. So for some of you, you have team members. Some of you are still working towards that, but it's kind of like, oh, I have these team members. Now what do I do with them, right? You can't, you obviously have to teach them how to use the website and things like that, but there's several really great things that help them get off to a strong start. First, you want to establish a really great relationship with them. This is really important, you guys. You got to get to know them. You need to know about their family, their outside interests, and what their why is. And the why is the real reason why they want to do Pampered Chef. That helps with keeping people interested and engaged in their business. You guys have to, and you guys won't find that out right away, usually in the first conversation, but eventually you'll get down to the thing that makes them, makes their heart sing, is kind of what I think of it like. You also want to help them set immediate goals of what they want to achieve in their first 30 days and in their first 90 days. How much money would they like to make? What would they use the money for? How would it benefit their family? And then you need to help them get the shows on their calendar immediately. If they have 4 to 6 shows in their first 30 days, they'll earn the new consultant special, plus they'll have a huge paycheck, and it'll just keep motivating them, right? You got to get them excited about unpacking their new tools and using them in their own kitchen so that they can develop the stories and give the helpful hints of, I used my rock crock, I did this, and all those kinds of things. So, and then your director hopefully is working with you to help them with their new consultant training, you guys. So, consultants who have the support of a strong leader do better than those who receive little to no support. And getting a strong start helps them gain confidence and stay active. Your support will bolster their success during their first 30 days and beyond. New consultants need 3 things from leaders. They need guidance from the get-go. Just as you coach your host to ensure it's a successful party experience, you'll want to provide coaching for your new team member to guide them towards their personal success. Most people haven't been self-employed before, so they appreciate you explaining clearly what works in this business. Structured check-ins. New consultants will want to check in with you regularly because you'll help them celebrate their successes and address any challenges that they face. Make it easy by offering to connect over the phone, through email, by text, or on social media. So think of it, you guys. You have somebody new and they go do their first show. You want to talk to them either after that show or the next day and find out if it was really successful, or maybe something really awkward happened, or they didn't get any bookings, and now what? And help them build that confidence back, okay? And then number 3, help along the way. Everyone encounters okay, they made this really hard for me, encounters obstacles, and your support is important. It might be a quick answer via text, a brief chaining moment, or simply a challenge to persevere. The bottom line is that you help them stay on track and reach their goals. Okay. There's 5 easy ways to coach new team members. Initiate positive conversations. You want to lift people up through your conversation. It's okay to have empathy, but move the conversation in a positive direction quickly. So, example, what's the best thing that's happened in the last 24 hours? Or what's something you're excited about right now? Remind them of their why. Help them define their purpose. Discovering what they want out of business is critical to helping them achieve it. And use their why in coaching. And you have to remember their why might change, because my why was totally different when I started to now. And so you always want to be revisiting this with them. And I know that Laurel on this call can attest to the why changing a lot, and probably some of you other ones on here can definitely, you've definitely had that happen. So number 3, you want to brainstorm and pick a challenge. Nobody likes to be told what to do, you guys. So brainstorming ideas is a great way to share your experiences and stimulate solutions from your consultant. So, if they're struggling with bookings, you're going to ask them, well, what could you do? And you're going to brainstorm together rather than you just telling them what to do. So, and then you want to hold them accountable. And this is a hard thing to do, you guys. So when you want to hold someone accountable, have a conversation about how to hold them accountable. That way, when you follow up, it's because they asked you to. Ask questions like, how can I hold you accountable? How long do you need to accomplish the items we discussed? One of the most effective things a coach can do to inspire someone to celebrate their achievements both individually and in a group setting. Incorporating social media will be meaningful and inspiring too, but be sure to recognize and celebrate your new team members' milestones. New consultants strong start, and hopefully most of you have been started on this if you're newer or have seen this. It was developed by some of our top leaders in the field, Becky Ishii, Stacy Itzel, and others, and you guys have heard from Becky Ishii, right? This system is an organized way to help new consultants get rolling right away, and it's based on a series of phone calls that start right away. It's important to check in with your new consultants about twice a week, and you may even text in between those calls just to check in. We will do these calls as three-way, you and your director will do these calls as three-way calls when you first have your first few consultants, and that way you're training at the same time. The calls begin 24 to 48 hours after signing the new consultant. The second call is 2 days after the first call, and then the third call is before the new consultant's first show. And then the fourth call is after the first show. After that, then we do what's called show-based coaching. So we'll put the bookings on our calendars and talk with the consultants after each show. You can celebrate their successes, give helpful suggestions, lots of encouragement and inspiration. And then you keep focusing on hitting all of their goals. The first call should happen within the first 24 to 48 hours of a new consultant's starting date. You want to get to know the new consultant. You want to find out their why. And you want to issue a challenge to get 4 to 6 parties booked in their first 30 days. We know that consultants that have a strong first month experience are more likely to stay in the business. The second call happens 48 hours after call 1. You're going to follow up on bookings and make sure those have been secured and have dates on the calendar. And then you plan for their launch party and talk about how to have strong attendance, what words to say to get people excited about attending, and start to plan for recipes, etc. We will give an overview of the Fast Track to Director program. We'll start training on host coaching basics and how to share their story at their shows. The third call is before the new consultant's first show. We will again follow up for bookings for other shows. We'll follow up on the bookings for the other shows in the first 30 days and beyond. And then we'll talk about what he or she plans to say for the intro and the close of the show, and how to talk about bookings and the opportunity. We'll build excitement for the first party about how to set up, tips for good flow, and how to focus on power tools and answer questions. The fourth call is after the first show is held. We can celebrate successes, give helpful suggestions when things don't go as well, like low attendance, no bookings, and give lots of encouragement and inspiration. Sorry, I forgot to change the slide. Nope, I was on the right one. Yeah. We'll talk about customer care and how to follow up with the customers that were there. And we'll review host coaching after the show to build outside orders and bookings. And then we talk more about building a team. Did he or she have fun at the show? Did the food turn out? Did he or she get bookings, recruit leads? What went well? What would he or she do differently next time? And we talk more about building a team and the benefits of having a team and our goal to help them get a commission increase and a promotion. After that, we do what's called show-based coaching. So we put his or her bookings on our calendars and talk with the consultant after each show. We can continue to celebrate successes and give lots of encouragement and inspiration. We'll keep that new consultant's focus on meeting his or her goals. If the consultant has no shows on his or her calendar for a week, we plan to call at the beginning of the week and review bookings and continue with the training. We can break these calls into shorter calls with less content and call more often if that works better for them or you. Again, your director will be doing these calls with you when you're first new or building a team so that you learn how to do it and that we can both be encouraging your new team members. Questions about any of that? I'm going to pause right here. Anybody have anything? Questions at all? That's a whole lot of stuff. And this show-based, this whole Strong Start system, you guys, is set up into a binder system. So mine's in here, and it's all labeled on little calls. So, and you can find all of this on PCU. So if this is something that you want to make sure that you can see, we'll show you where and how to get that, okay? Nod and smile, everybody. Okay, perfect. Okay. So this week's call to action, you guys, this was kind of a shorter one. We want you to add to your list of potential recruits. We want you to continue to offer the opportunity to every guest and host. Has anybody offered the kit coupon to a host this week at all? Or last week? Did anybody have a show in the last week or two? I always offer that kit credit, you guys. 15 contacts a week. And when you have a new recruit, you want to be doing the first call with your new consultant and your director. And then you want to review the coaching new consultants guide, which is on PCU. And then we want you to listen to Make It a Strong Start with Becky Ishii and Stacy Itzel. And they talk about this whole program, and they're amazing at it. Questions about any of the homework or anything, guys? We want you to keep your eye on the goal. Is anybody getting close to director or have a January 1st promotion happening? You guys that are here and that are taking this class, you will be directors soon. Whether it's at the end of this year or the very beginning of next year, you want to just keep sharing the opportunity by informing and inviting and holding opportunity chats. And we'll get those consultants off to a strong start so that you'll have a strong team, you guys. That's what this is all based on. And we will work together to make it a strong team. So you guys can do this. All right, I'm going to stop the screen share. And I'm just going to open it up. This, yeah, this is like way shorter than I thought it would be. Questions?
Hey, Amanda,
What?
can I just share something real quick?
Yeah.
So I had my vendors show yesterday, and it went really well. I carried a lot of mix and chops and spatulas and scrapers, and then just some other random stuff I had at my house, because we all have that, the random stuff at our house. And there's another consultant in my area who carries a lot of inventory. And one of the gals was kind of discouraged that I didn't have some of the stoneware to sell or whatever. And yeah, so basically the point of my story is just you don't have to be all things. Like you don't have to carry a whole bunch of inventory. That's what's awesome about this business. You can just have it shipped right to their house. And that's something that I'm really learning is that you don't have to be like anybody else. You can be your own consultant and do whatever you want. So, well, not whatever you want, but run your business your own way. So,
Yes, thank you for sharing. Anyone else have anything they want to share?
I can share. This is Amber. I just became director December 1st. So
Yay!
I was silent a little bit ago when you were talking about it. So
Yay, you should be like dancing. I wish we could see your smiling face.
I am super excited. That's why I really am enjoying this call because I really want to make sure I have a good, solid team.
That's awesome. Awesome. Have you found the Strong Start materials on PC University?
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
looked through them.
Good. Good, good. That's great. Congratulations again. Thank you for sharing. So fun. You're proof that this system of taking it for 6 weeks works, you guys. It's awesome. Hi, Christy. How are you? James or Sarah, do you have anything you want to share?
I did a vendor event yesterday. It was my first vendor event. And I didn't have a lot of cash and carry to take, but I did get a booking, which I think is going to be a live show, which will be my first live show. And I got 2 maybes, so I've got some follow-up to do. And I was pretty pleased with overall how it went.
That's awesome. Good. Good, good. Great results. And do you have those times?
That's awesome.
Oh, go ahead.
Was that Sarah that just shared?
Yes. Hi, Amber.
Awesome.
I just want to mention one thing because especially since a couple of you mentioned vendor events and almost seemed apologetic about not having cash and carry. And I will tell you, I've been doing this business for a long time. Behind that curtain over there is a closet full of cash and carry. And I, on purpose, don't bring it to vendor events. And here's why. Here's why. And I've learned my lesson. Now, there are a couple of smaller schools near my home that I will bring some just because I've kind of been doing it for years. And I think all the directors will agree with me. When you go to a vendor event, your job is to make contacts and connections. The booking, Sarah, that you mentioned that you got pays for your time and really the event. Now, for you, Laurel, like, don't feel bad that you don't have cash and carry. And it might be a little harder because there is a local person. But the vendor events are not necessarily like, I want to just sell my products. Because this group here, we want to sell our apron. We want to sell the opportunity to have host benefits and things like that. So, and I even tell people, back in the dark ages, it used to take a long time to get an order in and to get an order back. But right now, I can put an order in for you today, and you can have it within a week. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I just wanted to pop in because a couple of you mentioned vendor events, and I just want you to know, even if you do have inventory built up, because once you're a director, you're going to get a couple sets of new products because you'll get one as a director, you'll earn one probably still as a consultant, so you'll have things that accumulate. But it's a lot of work calling a bunch of inventory in. So
thank you so much for sharing that. I'm a total do not take any cash and carry at all, you guys. If I'm working a vendor event, I'm shopping for leads and for bookings and for people to join my team. And that's my main focus. I will take orders gladly, but yes. So I'm so glad that you guys are already in that mindset because some people don't get there. So that's a really good place. Thank you for sharing that, Christy. How's January looking? Are you guys excited about a trip next year? Very awesome, right? Good, good, good. Well, I'm going to stop this recording. Christy, this call was way shorter than the other ones.